The Lane jumped in at 7:29, a couple hours after Cabe went to bed, and said, "What player have you disliked the most because they kept beating your team?" And Lane offers his or her own. Mine is Connor Shaw, the South Carolina quarterback. Clemson could not touch him in the early 2010s.
Oh, Sean Taylor, easily, because Chris Ricks just threw him the ball every freaking play.
Oh, yeah. Interception.
Like, it's usually not a defensive guy, but if Ricks throws, I mean, how many career interceptions did Ricks throw to Sean Taylor? 5?
5 in 3 meetings or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, like, it was, yeah.
I am an Illinois football fan, so it's kind of hard for me to limit the number of players who routinely beat Illinois. But I have always hated Anthony Thomas for fumbling twice in a game against Illinois in 2000, in which Michigan won 35-31, in which the rulings, he fumbled twice. They said he didn't fumble either time. And then after the game, the Big Ten was like, yeah, no, he definitely fumbled. We screwed that up. So Illinois should have beaten Michigan that year. I was there. I saw it from the stands. I knew they were fumbles, and I was sitting in the student section. But, yeah, so I've always hated him for that, even though he then later played well for the Bears. But still, I've held that grudge against him.
Who's an NC State guy who was not that good, but against Carolina, he was
Phillip Rivers.
No, he was good. Like,
he was good.
No, I just want to trigger Brinson.
It was like a good player who played unbelievably well against you, or like a guy who wasn't very good, but just, played way over his ceiling against your team only.
Well, I think Russ might have been 3-0 against the Tar Heels. I'm pretty sure 08, 09, and then 2010. Yeah. Russell went 3-0 against the Tar Heels, and one of them involved NC State fans are definitely gonna remember this. I want to say they called it like a 2-yard Hail Mary or like a 6-yard Hail Mary. One of those down and goal situations where Russ just ran around so much that he ended up running like 30 yards backwards and then like heaving it into the end zone. I would, because that's 2008, 2009, 2010. 08 season is my senior year. 9 and 10 are my first 2 years out. So I'll throw Russell on there as somebody who came in. Neither team was all that good during that time. North Carolina was just about to go through the NCAA investigation, so they were kind of like ramping up on their talent, but then losing to NC State at the end of the year. So that was one that I guess you could throw on there for recent memory for North Carolina.
I got another one here. Curtis Painter.
Okay.
Screw you.
Yeah.
You were average as hell, but you kicked Illinois' ass like twice.
This would be a good, if we could get people to send in video clips where they just live, I saw Ryan, Ryan has his own space in the tailgate marked off. Ryan immediately off the jump was like Denard Robinson.
Yeah.
So Ryan could just if you could film a video, be like, hey, Denard Robinson, screw you. You kicked our ass. That if
you're listening, Curtis Painter, and I know you are, you can go to hell.
Let's see. South Carolina fan says Kenny Hill. That was just one game.
Kenny Trill. I'm sorry you pronounced that wrong, Chip.
A sneaky one for Bama that's related to South Carolina. Alshon Jeffrey killed Nick Saban. Yeah, I mean, because for a while that defense was, hey, I bet you can't throw it outside the numbers consistently against our DBs. And Stephen Garcia was like, I'm just going to try it 40 times to Alshon. He's going to catch 12 balls for 290 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Definitely the greatest gas station attendant to ever play in the NFL.
Have we talked about? Well done. Have we talked
the question's from a guy named Lane, after all. So,
I mean, have we talked about the Hugh Freeze comment about how he should have 4 wins over Nick Saban, not whatever he had? Are we forgetting the game where Ole Miss had like a touchdown that hit off a defender and an offensive player's helmet and a bunch of other insane, like the Chad Kelly game in Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, that game was one of the 2 wins that we actually do have.
Yeah, you should probably have less. Actually,
Yeah, right.
If we're being real about this. Like, if you want to
There's-
count last year somehow, sure, but that one was maybe the luckiest. One of the luckiest games I can ever recall in terms of like bounces just clearly going in a weird way.
Well, do you remember that was the thing? Like at the height of the Alabama empire, when they were losing, there would be bananas things that would happen in like the second and third quarter that would be like, I know that 99.9% of the time Alabama comes back and wins this game, but that wasn't supposed to happen. Like we already have enough anomalies that maybe this is going to set up for the great anomaly, which was Alabama losing a regular season football game. And those Ole Miss games had a lot of those bounce off the helmet type stuff go against them.
Yeah, that was insane. That was what, the 2015 game, right? Yeah. I think
that should be a new segment for the show, by the way.
What?
Coaches be saying stuff.
And they won the national title that year, by the way.
Yes.
I remember people writing like, is the Bama dynasty over? It's like, yes, if everybody else can find a way to like rebound
bounce
balls
it off
helmets in the hands, then yes, it is. It's very, very over.
Oh man. Love that. We appreciate you, Lane.